Let's go.
Oh,
Tick.
We've been standing here for 20 minutes waiting for Clint to push
Well,
us
Clint's
live.
over there like with his mouth.
He's like
with his mouth with his mouth like
clicking around on stuff. Okay,
I'm doing something important. My name is Clint. I'm doing something important.
Maybe I'm exaggerating. I'm not 10 minutes, but
maybe
more like 12 or 14.
This guy just comes out with a question. Why the wait with downrigger? You know why?
I don't understand.
Because the title of this is question and answers. That's what we titled this live feed. So he came out with a question right out the gate.
Oh, I run VIP line locks. Like I think there's conversations going on that we don't catch because we signed in late because Clint signed us in late.
Oh, now I get it. What's up, boys and girls?
What's up, Paul? What's up, James?
Got to give a huge shout out, guys, to Stevens Marine. As you guys know, Stevens Marine is the sponsor of the Addicted Fishing live feed every single Wednesday, and we appreciate those guys. And I have been just absolutely loving my boat, dude.
I'm loving my boat so much as, this is like the third year I had it, and I was thinking about selling it this year and just getting another one, and I was probably going to just get the same thing, and I'm like, you know what? I think what I'm going to rather do is just redeck my boat out and just keep it.
Yeah, because you own it, right?
I run around on a lot of other boats, and it's just perfect.
It is. I really love mine. It's been damn good boat. Just the ride of those Columbias. I ran at Brandon Glass. He came up next to me when I was out there fishing, and he's like, "How long have you had your Columbia?" And I'm like, I said something like 7 months or something. I can't because I couldn't remember. And I'm like, "Dude, I'll never get another boat." He's like, "I know, dude." He's like, "Once you go Aluma Weld, you never go back."
I mean, there's guides that have been guiding for more than 30, 40, 50 years and pay attention to what boats are in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not very many of them out there, but anyways. But yeah, so that's my plan. So
yeah,
I'll probably sell my motors.
I think I want to get a 23. I should have listened to you.
I'm buying yours. Dibs.
Yeah, I really want to. I want to get a 23.
Charge him like $100,000.
Yeah, it's $90K, Clint.
Yeah,
$95K
to you.
Somewhere
anybody else would be standard market value, but,
which is $90K.
Yeah, no shit. This day and age, it is. Yeah, I don't know.
No, Clint, we'll talk.
Stevens Marine, man.
I'll sell it to you.
No,
I'm gonna take a bunch of stuff off of it, but I'll sell it to you.
Strip it out.
Yeah, Columbias are awesome. John Webb, dude, we got to wrap mine. What the heck, dude? Actually, I think you're waiting on me, probably.
Congrats on the family catches on the last day. Yeah, actually, that was freaking awesome watching just everybody getting them good. It was awesome.
It was
so fun. Little kids landing them, celebrating. Woo!
Yep. Super chat from Danny. Thank you so much, Danny, for the super chat. He says, "I'm bank fishing this weekend. Any advice on what to use or good colors?"
I think a good color is always orange. I just like the color orange.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, dude. If you have a rod that you can cast spinners with, I really like to fish size 5 Blue Fox spinners on that particular place that you're going this weekend, and fish them, swing them through the riffles, and you will catch some fish.
Yep. Bring eggs.
I appreciate it, Webb. I appreciate it, man. I'll let you know as soon as I got the design done. And then we got a Ceramic Pro, my Tacoma, too, dude. I need to hit you up on that because I think it's getting close to 30 days.
Setting up line fishing for line leader weight when fishing off downriggers. Run Braden 360. Ugh. I'm not really sure on that one. Michigan.
Yeah, guys. So we're gonna we did have this be a little bit of a Q&A tonight. So we're gonna let some people kind of get tuned in here, and then we'll kind of get started on it and answer some of your guys' questions. But we're also gonna talk a little bit of sturgeon fishing because, as you know, if you live in the Pacific Northwest out here, they're giving us a sturgeon opener this weekend.
And Steven just asked, what's the best setup for sturgeon? And we will show you here in a little while.
Yep, Cam brought a sturgeon rod, and we got everything. We're going to show you how to rig it all up. Might even show you how to put some bait on.
Yep.
So we'll talk a little bit of sturgeon tonight. I think we're going to talk a little bit of salmon and just kind of quick update from Cam on what's going on with the salmon fisheries.
Yeah.
So we'll talk a little bit of that. And we got some giveaways tonight, so... Got a couple Stay Fishy hats I'm going to give away. I got some bigger rooster tails, which I'm going to catch some fish on these this year. I'm going to use some bigger rooster tails and stuff for coho. because I think they're going to crush. So we got some bigger 1 ounce, half ounce, just some rooster tails we're going to give away. We're going to give some stuff away to you guys tonight, like we always do. And we're going to just kick one off right out the gate. So if you want an opportunity to win this Stay Fishy hat right here, it's a gray Stay Fishy hat with a black back, Richardson 112. Do us a huge favor and smash the thumbs up on the video, because you guys know I'm always preaching that it helps us on YouTube if you just smash that damn thumbs up button. Drop some comments below. Just keep commenting. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Get interacting with the video. We're going to do some questions and answers tonight with you guys. And then share it out there if you can.
We're going to be talking, too, like I said, sturgeon and the Columbia River situation, too, because I think a lot of people, you know, there's nothing hot off the press that I got for anybody tonight, but it'll be good to get a little update. It'll be good to get a little context to what's going on.
And we just officially broke. We now have 230,134 subscribers on YouTube. So
exponential growth, baby.
Huge shout out to all you guys out there that are subscribed to the channel. And
everybody loved watching you just eating snacks last week.
Yeah.
Is that what drove that up?
Maybe that video's almost got 20,000 views.
I didn't see any freeze-dried Skittles.
No, I need to get some of those. I'm getting fat though, dude. All those comments on the video saying like
they're gonna give you a complex.
Yeah, one of them said the title of this video should be Marlon's Road to Diabetes. I was like,
you know what's so funny about that video? I was telling Marlon last night. I was like, you know, I go back and I watch the video. I don't remember you doing one cutaway. I remember you eating the crab, sitting on the cooler, cracking your crab, eating that. I'm like, what are you doing? I remember you doing all those other scenes where you're like, Sean's got the camera and you're like, oh, the rocher or pepperoni stick or Lay's or I don't remember you doing any of those in the boat. So like I'm watching the video, going back through it, I'm just laughing my freaking nuts off because I'm like, what the hell is all? I thought this was a fishing thing. No, it's just Marlon stuffing his face.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about the Addicted Life that we put out on Sunday, where we took the golden ticket trip winners out for their trip at Buoy 10, and it was a blast.
It was good.
I ate a lot of different snacks on that video.
New name, Chubby Chasers. Wow.
Clint, let's pick a winner.
Yeah.
Let's pick a winner, dude. Whoever Clint picks randomly here is going to win the Stay Fishy hat. So go ahead, Clint. Just randomly select someone here. Do it up. Carson Monroe, you just won yourself a Stay Fishy hat. Carson Monroe, if you want us to mail this to you, shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Make sure you include your name, your address, and let us know that you won the Stay Fishy hat. And Jordan is actually...
As I say, and answer the question, where is Jordan?
Jordan is in Southern Oregon filming a 5-day river adventure floating through an epic river in a canyon in a really cool place. So that's where Jordan is. We're filming some cool episodes right now. And Carson, thank you so much. You won the hat, dude. The other quick thing we got to do, Cam, is I got to give you this. This is actually supposed to be Jordan's. The guy was like, oh, make sure.
Son of a gun.
Too bad Jordan's not here, dude. Too bad Jordan's not here. This guy
got...
sent us this. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this or not, but JW's Bone Sauce. Braise it, glaze it, dip it, or sip it. We won't judge you. And just ask Kaplan.
He likes to sip that.
He likes to drink it. No, but seriously, this... So this guy just sent it to us and said, hey, if you like it, give us a shout out. And I freaking loved it. I've been putting this on my chicken all week, trying to lose some weight, eating some like chicken breasts and stuff.
I don't think slathering barbecue sauce is helping, but
it's chicken breast, dude. It's good for you.
It's like Diet Coke with fries, whatever.
It's like 40 calories, dude.
Shut up.
40 calories per serving. 2 tablespoons. That's about what I'm putting on my chicken.
That's pretty heavy.
That's about what I'm putting on my chicken. But regardless, I'm not kidding, dude. It's bomb. So try it. Cook up some meat.
Cook some meat.
And put it on there.
Includes added sugars, 16% daily. I'm just kidding.
You're stupid. Anyway, J-Dubs Bone Sauce.
Road
Appreciate
to
it,
diabetes.
Appreciate. Thanks for sending it to me, man. That stuff's really, really good. It is.
I'm looking forward to trying some of this.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
It's good. All right, should we get some questions going here real quick?
You want to do photos before we forget?
Yep, sure. Let's do some photos.
Just smoked up some kokanee this weekend following your video. Turned out the bomb. Yes, Dennis, it's simple. It's easy, but kokanee are already pretty good to begin with. If you really just don't do anything to screw it up, they come out really good. Glad you enjoyed it.
Don't worry, Victoria. We have some kayak videos on the way. Trust me, we've been working on some cool stuff.
Jordan can stick to mashing up berries for sauce.
So this is Anthony.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got the sun shirt on.
When will the Columbia reopen for Kings? Let's talk about that in a little bit.
From NorCal, according to his email, I think.
Well, that's because he's catching 2 Chinook at once, because NorCal has some areas that actually have 3 adult Chinook limits.
That's cool.
And lots of places with 2. And you want to know why?
Because they stalk the hell out of them?
Weird. Oh. Anyways, moving on.
Let's go to NorCal and fish. That sounds fun.
Yeah,
That sounds fun.
Here's Braden.
I'm surprised Ryan doesn't go down there. The way that guy travels. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to go down and set up.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to go down there for a quick trip tomorrow. Drive 5 minutes. Go smash it and drive home.
What's going on, Clint?
There's Braden and Grandpa.
That's the same picture, bud.
That's the same picture, so you failed.
I have a new preview.
Oh, some slabs.
Dude,
Specs.
Some crappie. He's rocking the addicted flag hat. Nice job, Braden.
Dude, I love good crappie fishing. That looks like good crappie fishing. That's fun.
fun.
TJ, yeah.
Brian.
Nice fish, Brian.
There you
Bonk.
go. Salmons.
Bryce.
Oh, hell yes,
These
dude.
look like some.
I'm sorry, Bryce.
Some cohos, right?
Yeah, but.
He's probably
They're
somewhere in
pinks, I
the keep.
think.
Oh, they're pinks, maybe.
I think it's 2 pinks.
Yeah.
It's got to be, right?
Either way, there's some really nice ocean freshy
Yeah,
ones.
they're chrome.
I think it's 2 pinks.
They're chrome. Good job, dude. Good job,
Yes,
little man.
sir.
There's Corey.
I love the beer
There
hat.
you go. Getting it.
With the beer hat. That's a chromer, dude. Thanks for
I saw your guys' kayak video and I ordered myself an Old Town kayak. Well, Gavin, learn with us. It will be fun.
Badass, Gavin. Make sure you email Old Town and tell them that we're the ones that made you buy that thing. That would help us.
Help us make more kayak stuff.
Hillary.
Yeah.
That's a really nice fish.
Wait, whose boat? That's an Austin Mosier's boat because he has the life ring on the starboard side. That's a really nice fish,
With
though,
those
too.
rails.
With the rails. Now, I was on like, someone's boat I know has the life ring right there. That's Austin's
That's
down.
really
Wait
weird.
a second. Whose boat is in the background there on the left?
It's really weird that you
Over
it looks
her right
like
shoulder.
catching.
That's not what I was thinking.
What is it?
Can you zoom in?
Yeah, hang on. I gotta go back to it here. Hang on.
That's
Oh,
such a-
Marlon, there's an addicted sticker on that helmet.
That's
I
such
can't
a
really
nice
tell.
fish.
That's a stud coho, though. Holy cow. These coho are going to be so huge. We're going to be fishing 50-pound leader for cohos this year.
Huge.
State records coming.
Jared.
Nice trout
Nice
skis.
fish, Jared.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna make some flannels like that. Some addicted flannels, dude.
Nice warm ones.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Who thinks we should make some addicted flannels?
Any word on Camo Who's
I don't know how to say this. Jiahuan.
I don't know how to say it either, and I'm not going to try. But either way, he is holding a damn nice, salty freaking Chinook there.
Said
Yeah.
first fish in buoy 10.
Oh, what a nice one, man. That's a
Nice
good
fish, dude.
yeah, quit now. Nice fish, man.
Looks like he's got a scale on it, so he just weighed it.
22 pounds. Congrats.
Joshua.
Kidding, I have no idea.
Dude, nice. Where's he standing right
I
there?
don't know.
That's really,
Somewhere, that's got to be somewhere up in Sound.
That's a cool spot.
Yeah, it looks fun. Launch a kayak right there.
Kyle.
Kyle, nice fish, man.
Freaking dimers, dude. Some of these are just such dimers, and he's
I'm
rocking.
trying to figure out what beach that is behind. Trying to figure out what beach that is
Dude,
behind.
quit trying to
Go
find
new
this guy's
comments.
spot.
Go to new comments. I got it. That's the whole point of people sending in pictures.
No.
Steal their spots.
Cam's trying to spot.
That's right. Go to
New
new
comments,
comments.
Clint. Clint, new comments.
I've said it like 4 times. Pay attention.
Well, I'm not doing comments. We're doing photos right now.
I'm still reading the comments.
Well, good for you.
Look at this guy's YouTube name, Sombitch36.
This is Mrs. Littlewig.
Either way, it's a nice
AKA
pair
NL.
of nice Chinookers.
That is a nice pair of
And they
Chinook.
said, hey, look at all the addicted gear.
Dude,
Hats.
they're rocking the hats. They got the addicted
Kill
killback.
bag.
Appreciate the
and
support,
that's
guys.
and that's why they caught those fish. I mean, no other reason.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
if you have the addicted swag, the fish just jump in your killback. It's crazy.
You're stupid.
Thank you so much, guys.
There's Paul.
Oh, that's another stud. Gosh, these coho are just so stupid.
They are.
big.
I didn't
They're
even take a
so
picture of the one Rob caught. This weekend.
Stupid. Big this
Yeah,
year.
that was. I think one of those was the 13-pound.
I believe it, dude. And this is like August pictures you're seeing and stuff. I mean, shit, these things can grow for the next 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
They literally can. The bee run is going to be insane. Crazy. Look at that.
Roderick.
Dimer.
All these fish are just so platinum. That's such a good picture, too.
Oh, man.
Really quality
Grinning
picture.
ear to ear, too. Good fish, man. Good fish.
This is Ryan. I think he said first fish on a spay run.
That's pretty
Badass.
sick. Chinook, too. They're kind of they can be a little finicky on the old two-hander. That's cool, though.
Twitch him up, dude. Twitch him up on the two-hander. That's what I see Phil do. He
Yeah, he just bounces it.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And then we got 3 photos from the O'Quinn family. I didn't know who was who in the list of names because there's tons of different pictures with different people in it. So
But they got
Damn.
some studs.
it's 3 of the O'Quinn family.
Those are some tank fish.
Holy
oh
cow.
yeah.
That's the look like. Yeah, you see this.
Exactly.
You see this fish. Proud of that one.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Oh, there we go.
Dude, just
Clan.
slaying. Just freaking
Smashing.
slaying. All those fish are just such good quality
I
fish,
know.
too.
This year is, man. It's a shame we got to sit on the sidelines right now.
Oh, I was having so much fun. I was going out after work every day
We
and
weren't
just
supposed to.
even with so many people out there, it was just fun. Just a
Mhm.
blast. Like everyone just having a good time. You know, a few assholes here and there, but for the most part, dude, it was
Well,
like
it's a cut of society,
yeah.
right?
For the most part, it was like just
Yeah, maybe
everyone
few more
having a
assholes
good
than
time.
Fishermen, but you know.
Yeah.
One and
This
a
one
big
guy,
one,
dude,
boil.
his fish went into this. He's like yelling at this guy to reel it. He's like, reel it, reel it. The guy doesn't reel it, of course. Fish goes into the dude's lines, and this guy just loses his mind on this dude. I told you to freaking reel it. He's just going nuts on him. That was the funnest thing I saw
That
this
one.
weekend.
Oh. I went the whole season at Buoy 10 and the whole season up here until the last fish we caught. You were right there. I caught that guy's line, and we did so good this year because I have a rule like if I see someone with a fish on even remotely close, reel him up.
Yeah, we do too.
It takes 30 seconds to reel him up, but if you catch him, you're going to be dealing with that BS for the next 20 minutes.
Exactly.
You lose
It takes you out. Yeah.
You lose way more time trying to keep your lines in for an extra 30 seconds. It's never worth
I
it.
always reel up. So we had a
Never
random
worth it.
one this weekend where a guy like way far right of us had a fish on. So I didn't think anything. Like we were
Didn't
like
see
way
it
on.
coming.
Yeah, I didn't see it
Yeah.
coming. And I had a rod out the back at 50. And all of a sudden my rod just like starts going. And I think it's a fish. So I pick it up and I'm like reeling on it. And it's like running towards Brandon Glass's boat. So I'm just like thumbing this thing like pulling it on. And then the guy goes, hey, that's my fish. And I'm like ripping
Yeah.
on this thing. But we ended up landing it. The guy was an addicted fan. And he took a picture of my spinner blade when it was in his boat.
Was it one that...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Smart man.
But so I had a couple of those this weekend, but for the most part, it didn't happen much.
Yeah, most of the time I hook a fish, it gets hot. I just slam the reverse and just try to stay over the top of it and just tell people he's right here, but, you know, fish do what they damn well please.
Yeah.
I just stayed away from everyone.
But see, that's the other thing. Like we tried to get in the fray Sunday, and I caught like one in it. I got blocked out a few times. I had to like pick gear, reel up, move. I mean, people were blasting. I'm like, screw this. We go out to the outside. We like drop.
I
it
wish
down.
I
We
would've
troll
done that.
like 20 yards and triple. I'm like,
I wish I
We're
would've-
staying out here. Enough of this crap.
Because I stayed in the mix, and we were catching lots of fish, but then I noticed Cam out there beating them too, and I'm like, I should have just went out there.
Yeah,
It
just
looked
stay out
so much
there.
nicer.
It was so relaxing.
Don't say that, though, because then everyone's going to...
No, yeah. You guys all just no,
you
it's a good
have
point.
to stay in to get them.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Just you see 10 fish caught for 200 rods. You see those 10 fish caught. You see 10 fish caught out there for 10 rods. You're like,
Hey,
you know,
stop. Why are you still talking?
I know.
Stop.
Hatchery only king fishing all of August. It should guarantee you to stay
Yeah.
open for all of September.
Yeah, and then we have to do something, right? I agree. I mean, do we want to talk Columbia stuff now? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good transition to go into. So,
Yeah.
guys, I know a lot of you have asked the question. So, I think Cam, we just actually recorded a podcast, which is going to come out in a couple of days, where we talk about this same thing. But maybe Cam can go into a little bit of detail what the heck's
I
happening.
mean, just
here.
a lot of people have been asking, like, when's it going to reopen? When's it going to reopen? And a lot of people are seeing, like, the dam counts and seeing, like, just the insane fishing that we had. And we know that those dam counts are going to continue. You know, there's a lot there to where everything looks to be going positive, and yet we're closed down. And it's, once again, not because of fish that are going over the dam, but fish that are supposed to turn right and left and stay in these lower tribs. You know, as I'm talking to some of these managers and getting into some of these discussions with these guys, you know, like, our fisheries are obviously changing. You know, one stark difference now is you know, instead of us only anchor fishing for 6 to 8 hours a day during those, you know, outgoing tides and whatnot, you know, we're trolling around 360s from dawn till dark. There's a lot to unpack there as far as, like, what's going on and changing, but because of the way that we catch fish now, it's very, very, very showing that the way that we manage this fish run has got to be a little bit different too. So, you know, what Evan was saying was, like, this year, you know, we're biting the bullet yet again, because we killed a lot of these lower river tulies down in the Astoria fishery and the Tongue Point fishery, especially at some of the river mouths that ended up, when the tags came back, ended up showing really high tule percentages and lots of them. Now, my argument is that, well, we saw lots of them because they've underpredicted the run, so we've overcaught the expected catch, and then it looks bad, versus them overpredicting the run and us and them overpredicting what actually is going to show up, and then us undercatching them and us fishing for a full season. So it seems kind of like counterproductive right now, to where when there's a whole bunch of these fish swimming around and we're catching a whole bunch of these fish, it's because there's a whole bunch of these fish, right? Versus the other way, where they wouldn't show up in our catch because we thought more were coming, but then less showed up, but then we would continue to fish. It's kind of counterproductive. It's now really starting to rear its ugly head this last few years. It doesn't make sense. It's got to be changed. We've got to do some things. You know, there could be something to where, like, you know, Evan, instead of doing the whole month of August, maybe we need to really look at where these tag recoveries are actually, like, really coming from. You know, maybe we need to start correlating the fact that when we have awesome sport catches in the estuary early in the season, it means we've got strong runs later in the season that are going to tally up over than expected. We've got to definitely do something. I actually invited a couple of the managers on tonight, but right now they're in crunch time. Like, as much as a lot of people out there want to think that they're just trying to shut it down and just to say hell with it, and now they're sitting on their ass or playing golf or whatever, it's actually quite the contrary. There's some effort.
They're working hard.
They're working hard. They're trying to figure out getting these tag recoveries read, trying to basically, you know, we had an awesome Labor Day weekend above Warrior. We had some awesome fishing below the Warrior line, you know, up until Friday. Some incredible fishing. So, you know, they're trying to figure out exactly where the numbers are going to fall. They're letting some of these other lower river tulies fish get into the stream so they can get an idea of what they're going to have. Hopefully they're going to end up having more than they thought, and that's going to give us more fish to take. Eventually they can maybe reopen, but the later that they reopen, the less chance of us interacting with those tulies become. The higher up in the river they reopen, the less chance of us interacting with those tulies become. And where those two lines are going to be is hopefully where they're going to settle, and hopefully they're going to freaking figure it out soon. Because I'm really getting sick and tired of looking at these dam counts right now.
How many went over yesterday?
I don't know, like 11,000. I stopped looking a couple days ago.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
Let's see how mad we can.
Right, but good luck getting them to change their season modeling. Right, if they do, great. But in the meantime, let's just make sure we don't screw up September hatchery select for August.
You're a liar. You did too, look.
I can sort through and keep hatchery only in Astoria and trade for a full September. See, I think, Evan, anybody's looking at that too, but maybe that's not the answer. Maybe the answer it is just close a couple river mouths, and maybe we'll fish 90 days versus 35. You know, or maybe, I don't know. Like, but the idea is that we've got to change just this allotment of dates from Tongue Point to Warrior, Warrior to Bonneville, and Bowie 10. Like, maybe it needs to be like tug point to warrior with the exclusions of these two zones will get us X. Like, I think we need to break it down a little bit more. Yeah. So it's obviously, and like I said, what was being portrayed to me is that, well the fishing's changing, everything's changing. Well, then it's time to change the management. Yeah. We'll have to look at tag recoveries, Evan. You're right. He says maybe, but close the river mouths. People kill toolies elsewhere. You're right, but I think from what I understood is that in the tongue point to like West Puget Island sections, I think it's like section 10, 9, and
no,
8.
dude, I would argue
it was hold on, but like they were in line. Like some of those sections were in line with toolie kill. There was toolies killed there, but like it was in line to where we weren't going to blow up those numbers. But there was definitely some very, very strong hot spots. And to my understanding is when they pulled the tags from the hot spots, they went,
mouths.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And
well, I would also argue that when they close those river mouths, it's just going to make it tougher on some of us, for sure. The fishing's going to be tougher. It's tougher when some of those areas are not open. Yeah. There's times when you can get them to go and you can get them biters and stuff, but there's times when you need those areas to catch fish.
Right, but I mean, river mouths aside, you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 100-yard sections of river mouths that you can have open for, let's say, 12 days of viable fishing, but you close those 600-yard sections and now you get 90 days of viable
No, I'm
fishing.
not saying I agree.
I think anybody's going to want that.
I agree. I think they should close
those.
those.
But that wasn't on the table.
Yeah.
And honestly, the biggest problem is that they didn't think any of that stuff was going to need to even be on the table, because the run was going to come in this big and we were going to catch this much. And if we went mark select the first 10 days of buoy 10, that should get us through. But obviously the numbers, the volume of fish that we caught was obviously a lot higher. Mm-hmm. But the problem is there's no mechanism within the management plan to say, well, shit, it's a lot higher because there's probably more of them. But we're going to stick to this forecast because we all know how forecasts really work out. 2 million fish 2 years ago really showed up on that coho run. Oh, no, wait, they were only about 20% of that. So, no, forecasts can be wrong, but we need to look at actually the data that's on the ground, what the guides and the people that are out there every freaking day are telling you, and we've got to learn to be able to pivot and move as you're managing these fisheries. And give me an argument where that doesn't make sense or why they can't do that. I mean, I know, other than arbitrary NOAA guidelines, and we need to fix the NOAA guidelines, or we need to do something else about it. Or we need to have more finite management plans that actually say, look, your toolie tag recoveries are coming from here. I mean, they did it 2 years ago when they closed Tongue Point to the west end of Puget Island because that area was the hot spot, the bad spot. So they closed it down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we got to do it. Yeah, I mean, I would agree, play it safe, because obviously this is ridiculous because we're watching, 10,000 plus upriver brights, of which, as far as I'm concerned right now, like, we were at the 15% impact threshold, and I don't even know how we're even going to touch them all. Last year we left like 30,000 on the table.
Yeah. So what about the comments you see from guys that are like, well, this is better because we never get to catch those fish because they don't reach us anyway, because you guys catch them all?
Well, a lot of these fish aren't going like all the way upriver. A lot of these fish make left and right turns.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
So like my argument is like everyone's like, oh, Idaho never gets them. It's like, well, you're right, but only like 10% of them are going to Idaho or wherever. Pick your stream. Yeah, there might be a little more going to the Hanford Reach and Snake. Like, I get that, but I'm saying not all of them go there. So because you only get 20 or 30% of the fish, all these other fish are going to turn off, and those are like the lower part. You know what I mean? Like, so we don't get to fish those because we got to let the 20% go.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense either. So it's, yeah. Anyways, it's very, as far as what I'm hearing, as far as there's nothing like good, I think they're still trying to figure out what they can do. And they're actively are trying to get us back. Like, there's thoughts and stuff.
Yeah, because I heard everyone saying that there was going to be a meeting tomorrow. Are they
right?
not?
I have not seen any announcement on meetings, but they don't necessarily have to have meetings because they did the emergency closure without a compact meeting. I think we are kind of in this like thought process where like they have a compact meeting, but if the four of the managers kind of talk and this is what we need to do and we just got to do it because this is where we're at. I'm imagining since they can close it that way, they can open it that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll hear some good news by the end of the week. Hopefully we'll hear something. I mean, it's like I said, it's just so disappointing when we were supposed to have this season from Warrior Rock to Bond that was supposed to go August 1st all the way till October 30th. And everybody was like, okay, 90 days of, some really good quality fishing, easy fishing for families, easy fishing for, like I said, all those people that were out there trying to take advantage over Labor Day weekend. And we thought we were going to have like this real robust Upriver Bright run and everything was going to be hunky-dory. And now it's just... wow. So
bring back Thule Pro staff.
I would say let's go ahead and bring it back, but I can tell you this right now, like the amount of Thules I saw released at Buoy 10, I could probably count on two of my freaking hands from other boats.
Yeah.
Like as much as we want to do the Thule Pro stuff, like I love it. It's funny. I'm definitely a fan. I still had my Thule Pro staff shirt down at Buoy 10 this year. But the problem is the reality is the other 90% of the public that's not going to recognize that what they're catching is a Thule. Unfortunately, I think if there's a better mechanism to just go mark select the whole time. I mean, I caught a ton of URBs that were clipped this year. There's a lot of URBs. I even caught URBs today in the Columbia River that a lot of them were clipped. And so it's like, I don't know, maybe we don't have to do, necessarily the Thule thing, but yeah, as far as people actually letting them go, I don't think the Thule Pro Staff thing, it doesn't get the masses to let them go, because like I said, out of the hundreds, if not thousands of fish I saw caught at Buoy 10 this year, just watching like, oh, that guy's got a nice Chinook, I could count on maybe two hands how many I saw go back because they were Thules.
Yeah,
a lot of them coming up over the rails. So it's what the hell is it? URB is an upriver bright, and Thules are kind of the generic term for what we're calling for like the lower river spawning, earlier spawning fish that we caught too many of, and now we're closed down the Columbia River. Them super generic. We can get into the nitty gritty on but for this conversation at this level, that's what we're gonna call them. Yeah. And I don't know if that's, we'll just have to see what happens in the next couple days.
I hope it opens.
I'm going to start, I think if it doesn't open, I think I'm going to start putting out email addresses.
I was talking to someone's like, hey, if you just rally like 500 people to go out there and go fishing and they can't arrest all of us.
That's true. I just don't want to be the one that got.
Yeah, maybe
gotten.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
We were still catching chrome, clip, Chinook yesterday. I know, man, and even the guys that are just strictly targeting those coho and they're whacking the hell out of them. That coho fishery is really starting to fire, and it's like, they're still occasionally catching a Chinook because you're not trying to target them, but they'll come up and smash a rod at 12 poles, like, you know what I mean, like. They did last year when we were doing that. They're still there. And obviously from what we saw on Sunday night or Monday night, get ready for some freaking 10 and
Where's
20,000
zone
days.
4 and 5?
Zones 4
Those
and
are
5.
upriver, right?
Wait, Nets took 21,000, zones 4 and 5. So David Costley, right, they probably did. I haven't looked at the numbers. But they have their own sets of... They're
held to numbers just like we are.
Right. So they have their own quotas and their own batch of fish. There's a nasty little rumor out there that the Nets killed a bunch of extra Thules, and that was pulled from us. And I kind of asked that question. I haven't really gotten an answer on it. I really am curious if that is the case or not, but I'm not going to sit and spread rumors. But I want to kind of see exactly what it is. But they have their own set of Thule impacts as well, and they have their own set of bright impacts, and they only fish above the Lewis. So there are Thules above the Lewis. There are lower river stock Thules above Lewis that they're trying to worry about. Not as many. You don't see them as frequently in the catch, but they have their own set. So really, this supposedly, as it stands today, this closure isn't related to any of their activities, but time will tell.
Yeah, but it's like me and you always said, right? Like, if there's enough fish and everyone's catching them, like, no one says one word about the nets until we get kicked off the river. Then everyone says, nets! Right. They all blame it on the nets. At the end of the day, like, for years, the nets, like, think about 2013, 2014, 2015.
No one cared if they were netting.
No.
Right.
Now, I do think there's some stuff that could be done to help with the steelhead impacts that may happen with the netting. But other than that, like, dude, if there's enough salmon, there's enough salmon. You know, like...
Columbia River closed all salmon, right? No. Michael Mullins, you're allowed to keep coho from Tongue Point to Buoy 10, and you're allowed to keep Chinook above Bonneville all the way up. I think it goes all the way to the 395, but don't get a little bit east of, like, Klickitat, and I don't really know.
Should we come out with a flash shirt and legalize the Lower River and put it out, like, tomorrow, like a flash sale shirt? Yeah. Legalize the Lower River.
Yeah, and there's tributary fishing too, Dale. Yeah, that's a good point. So there is tributary fishing as well. So it's not like we're done and, you know, it's all over and blah, blah, blah. But there is opportunity still out there. You know, I don't want to say what I'm going to say, but yeah.
Yeah, Corey, I mean, to me, when it comes to the nets, I think it's one of those things that everything needs to be just managed correctly. I don't hate them. I don't love them. I don't really have an opinion on them. I just think that if the department needs to manage all of the fisheries correctly, which is really, honestly, probably hard as hell. It is a very, I mean, I don't envy them at all. It's hard, dude. You can't say it's not. Like,
it's changing, but keep in mind, like NOAA, and keep in mind some of the, you know, there's guidelines and there's stuff that the state has to manage within a box.
Yeah.
But what that box is set by is not necessarily the state. Like, they just get the set of the parameters.
It's set by the federal government.
Right. They get set the parameters, and this is what you can do in your fisheries. Here you go. And then the state's got to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. If the state eventually looks at, like I said, river mouths, run timings, hatchery only, blah, 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 like that's the tools that they have in their toolbox, but it still has to be within those parameters.
Yeah. All right.
I have no idea, Bill. And let's not even talk about North Coast Steelhead.
Gaffney, I know you called me back. I know you called me, dude. I need to call you back. I think I saw you call Cam, too.
Yeah, Gaffney. Yeah, after last night's meeting, I think that's pretty apparent. I actually can't wait for that recording to come out because I think I'm going to publicly put that out. Because that tells you exactly what we're dealing with sometimes.
Yeah. That's so sad.
Sturgeon talk?
Sturgeon. Let's talk it. So as you guys know, this weekend we are getting a sturgeon opener.
Oh yeah, here's your cookie.
I like it.
I wasn't even going sturgeon fishing. I was like, screw that. I mean, it just.
Now you are?
No, I'm still not. I'm still going salmon fishing. I don't have time. Like, think about like.
I like sturgeon. And the thing is, there's a lot of guys out there that love to do it.
I love sturgeon fishing, but here's what I really love to do. I love scouting. I love finding them, and I love killing them. Which I have no freaking time for right now, so I'm not going to switch off all my salmon stuff, which I'm salmon fishing every freaking day, to go sturgeon fishing and then go back to salmon.
I also like when they do these sturgeon openers, which sometimes they've done in the past, where the salmon's open, so then you can sturgeon fish and you can salmon fish. So then
all the sturgeon guys are anchored right when you're all trying to salmon fish. I'm just kidding.
So then you go out and you kill like 4 or 5 sturgeon.
Well, then what are you? Are you going?
I'm going to go sturgeon fishing. Yeah. I'm going to actually go out tomorrow and do exactly what you just said. I'm going to do some scouting.
Is it 44 to 50 up here too?
I haven't looked yet.
Same thing.
I was gonna look at the regs tomorrow and then try to figure out. Hopefully Bob's gets a bunch of sand shrimp.
Yeah, hopefully they do.
Are you going? Yep. Stay away from me, dude.
Low hole Clint.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna be in my boat.
I got some secret little.
Alfredo Hernandez, would you ever come fish the Sac River in Northern California? Hell yeah, especially if there's a striper in tow.
Mm-hmm. Let's give away some spinners, Clint.
Jason Stricker put the period. Like, oh, I'm here. We see you, bud.
He's been doing that everywhere.
We see you, Jason.
And he does
we
it
see you paying attention.
He knows that people hate it. I always see people say, "Did you know you could just go
Just
up
turn
and
on your
click the
notifications.
green
It's easier to put a period in the comment because that's how lazy you are, you son of a bitch.
All right, guys, we're gonna give away a couple Yakima bait pink. Look at these. Don't these just look like coho killers?
No.
I think they do.
No.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
No.
I will catch coho this year on these rooster tails.
Yeah, you'll probably catch them on anything with how many you're coming back, Brad.
Did you?
These slay.
You never did your buzz bombs that you wanted to do. Every year you say you're gonna do it.
We didn't even have time. We thought we were going to
Yeah,
go
they closed
fish
the damn season
90
on us.
freaking days, and guess what? We got like 6. It was great.
Okay, fine.
Sons of bitches.
I am doing it though. If they reopen it, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay, guys, we got a couple of Yakima bait rooster tails and a Yakima bait sticker. And if you guys want an opportunity to win it, just do us a huge favor. Smash the thumbs up button if you can. Share this out there. It looks like we got almost 400 people on YouTube. How many people we got on Facebook, Clint? What do we got here? Oh, the counter's broken.
No, it's on my side. There's 550.
Nice. We got almost 600 people watching, so if you guys want an
Dang,
opportunity
this suck.
to win these spinners and sticker, like I said, smash that thumbs up button. It helps us on YouTube and Facebook if you do that. Share it out, family and friends. Share it on Facebook, Facebook groups, wherever you like to share things. And drop a comment below and let us know, are you going to go sturgeon fishing this weekend? Are you out here in the Pacific Northwest, and are you planning on going out and trying to catch some sturgeon?
Or if you're going salmon fishing.
Or are you going to go upriver and chase salmon or in a trib? Or what are you going to do? What are you going to do this weekend for fishing? I'm going to go try to kill some sturgeon. I had a couple buddies hit me up like instantly as soon as they announced the opening.
Claim their seats.
Yeah.
Join the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens now you have a boat.
Oh, God. One thing what we're going to show here real quick while you guys are dropping those comments. I got this picture a couple weeks ago, which is pretty damn awesome. This is from Mr. Isaac, and he hit me up and said, "Hey, Marlon, I do paintings, and I really want to paint something for you." And so he painted me this. I think he's like 11 or 12 years old. I'm not sure how old he is. I could be wrong there, but I know he's young. He's younger. And so it's pretty cool.
It's dope. That's better than I could ever do. I can tell you that much.
It's really cool. That
That's awesome.
Anyway, so he painted this and gave it to me. We're going to hang it somewhere. Someone recommended we hang it in the live feed studio. So I'm going to hang it here somewhere, Clint. Where should we put it, dude?
I don't know. Here.
It's got to be.
That thing that's hanging there with the plastic film on it, it's hard to see because
You're right. Maybe we swap it out for the We Are Addicted. What do you guys think?
I like it.
Oh, you can see it much better.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a.
Yeah, I think Isaac's painting needs to go up. Appreciate it, Isaac.
All right.
All right, Clint, pick a winner for the Yakima bait spinners.
Are you gonna get your sturgeon on a rooster tail? I am.
No.
I caught
But I-
sturgeon on twitching jigs last
I have a
night.
goal this year. I want to try to see how many different species I can catch on a rooster tail. I already caught a muskie. I already got trout, obviously. That was
Did you
easy.
catch any
I
pike?
caught largemouth.
Did you catch any pike up north on that?
I didn't fish them.
You could just lie.
No.
Oh.
I don't like lying.
All right.
You ready?
Who's the winner, Clint? Who do we got? Justin Lanello. Justin Lanello, you won yourself a couple rooster tails and a Yakima bait decal. If you want us to send this to you, send us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Make sure you include your name, your address, and let us know that you won the Yakima bait rooster tails and the decal. We'll ship it to you. Thanks so much, Justin. And thanks to everyone that shares the video and likes it and does all that stuff. We really appreciate it. All right, let's talk some sturge.
Before we talk some surge, I have to say a shout out to Cortland and Waylon. I hope you guys are watching, and I appreciate you guys are watching.
Heck yeah.
Shout out to you guys. Couple kids out there mashing on them.
Dude, I saw a bunch of
Ryan.
kids.
They're out there with Ryan, and they all caught salmon, and they kicked mega booty from what I heard.
Dude, I saw a lot of kids out there reeling in fish. A lot of, just like you said, families. Like, dude, it was pretty cool.
My
Pretty cool.
6-year-old blew up a rod. Blew it up. She hooked this fish. Of course, she's 6. She's got like this damn 12-footer. And she can't, I mean, you know, it's just kind of like, just kind of hold on and just sit there and crank.
I never
and
gave
just,
Ryan
you
that
just
12
kinda-
footer. I forgot.
Yeah. We were okay. We made do. But like, she's like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, fight the fish. I had my hand on watching her. Okay, I turn, and as I turn back, the fish takes this giant run, and she's standing in the middle of the boat, lays the rod over the freaking bow of the boat. Fish goes under the boat, so it's just like, and just exploded into 3 pieces. And I was like, went all season without blowing up a rod. But that was total user error.
That'll be a good memory.
Total user error. But we got the fish. Then I reached over and I grabbed it. I hand lined that son of a gun. I bonked his ass.
Serves him right.
Bonked him. Yep. So, but it was fun watching a 6-year-old with a 12.5-foot rod trying to find a 15-pound Chinook that just smoked. That is pretty good stuff. Good stuff. What are you doing?
I was gonna show him these, dude.
Oh.
I told the story on the live feed once already, but I haven't told it on here. So,
guys,
if you didn't know, Mr. Clint came to me and said, "Hey, dude, I'm thinking about buying a laser and doing some lasering stuff. Would you buy addicted stuff?" And I said, "Hell yeah, dude, buy one. I'll buy a bunch of addicted stuff from you." So Clint got a laser machine. He's gonna start his own little side business doing laser engraving. And he did the first one. Go to side cam.
Is that thing on? I think I turned it on.
There you go. We got the addicted 30-liter polar camel. And then on the other side, it says our slogan, which is educate, entertain, inspire. So, folks,
that's some side cam work right there.
It looks pretty sweet. I'm excited with them to show the lid. We went with a little bit more high-end lid, which has
a very classy lid. It's got this little doodad that goes.
Well, they normally don't come with those. You have to pay extra. You got to pay extra for those.
Like 22 cents extra.
No,
No.
much more than that. Much
Boom.
more than that. Anyway, we're gonna have those for sale on the website soon. And the cool thing is, when you buy one, not only are you supporting Addicted, but you get to support little Clint over there behind his computer screen.
I don't know why we even.
And if any of you addicts out there, which I think there's almost 600 of you watching, if any of you addicts out there have small businesses or have anything like that where you want laser work done, hit up Clint. I don't know where, but Skook and Baits or something. Where do they hit you up?
Message Skook and Baits or message me.
You can message Clint Laurie on Facebook or Skook and Baits.
Yep.
And get some mugs made. And these are coming soon to the website. I don't know when, but someday.
Yeah.
Mike.
Someday they're coming.
I can't believe I won. Well, congratulations. You won.
Bloody Mary mug. There we go.
Skookum Baits.
Skookum.
We're going to have some, I don't know, it depends on when Clint gets them to me, but.
Hey. I'll do it.
We might have some legendary Skookum Baits out.
If you're thinking that's fire.
The legendary.
All right, let's talk some sturge. What do you got rigged up over here? Let's show them what to use.
See you guys.
Let's show them what to use.
Let's talk some sturgeons. This is what I use for you guys going out by the boat. A couple little tips.
You think Bob has it? Bob's has one of those?
I'm telling you, man. I went into Bob's Tuesday. They don't even have like fishing rods anymore. I kid you not. Like that whole
sold out.
Dude, there is probably conservatively 15% of what there was in July there. I'm talking everything though. Like everything's gone. Like it's nuts. Like
Brian couldn't find an Okuma rod.
Oh no. You on the back wall they've got like some giant surf rods and then they've got like some trout rods, but like no. It is the thick of the salmon season. We've been saying it for months. Production, shipping, manufacturing, retail is just going to be tough and tight, and holy crap. Like, I'm not talking just Akuma products, though. I'm talking like
everyone.
Everybody is sold out of everything. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. I got Neverminded a bunch out there on the river.
Yeah.
You did? Oh,
yeah.
Good.
I did too.
I bet I got 20 times in the last 3 days
Yeah.
Labor Day week, and I'm like, it's all you freaking screwballs out here. It was pretty funny, though. I just started flapping them off.
Dude, I was on plain motor in all those boats, and someone's yelling at me. I thought something was happening, and I like stop and I look, and they're like, "Never mind." I'm like, "Dude."
Joaquin, you want to come join me for salmon fish tomorrow morning? I know it's late notice. Yeah. Let's see here. Come do. Like, anyways, okay, sturgeon. So no, chances are like you're probably going to be a little behind the eight ball. If you're going to go,
I'm
out
just
and
going to
try
use
find
my
some
salmon
sturgeon.
rods.
But salmon rods, heavier salmon rods will work.
That's what I always use, but I've been wanting to get those for a while, and I just keep procrastinating it.
Yeah, most of the areas that you're going to fish, you know, you probably can get away with it. Maybe some of the faster flowing stuff, you know, up at the dam, heavy tides, deeper holes, right in the middle of the channel, might be a little bit harder to get away with the salmon rods because you're going to need lead. But for those of you guys that are going to sturgeon fish, the biggest tip I can give anybody is always use more lead than you think you need. You know, I think you definitely don't want to have too little lead to where your
It's
bait's
outgoing all day on
or
Saturday.
floating. Yeah, what are the tides? Like, is it the big tide in the morning or the little? What do we got? Oh, no, so that's the smaller tide. Wow, that is a really great tide for you guys Saturday. They're going to go sturgeon fishing anyways in the middle of the river. A really favorable tide. You got the week out go.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Maybe
I will go sturgeon.
I'm ready to vacuum seal some sturgeon up.
But anyways, rod and reel, salmon rod. I love the Sage Rose.
Sorry.
Hook him, dude.
I'm just gonna fire this right.
Don't. It's gonna hit the TV.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, is it worth hitting Clint or risking the TV? But it's probably still worth letting this go and just snapping this right into Clint's forehead.
Stop.
Should I do it?
No, we have too much expensive things over there.
What do sturgeon taste like, Victoria? They taste like firmer halibut. They taste like heaven.
I like to cut mine into little strips. People always cut them into nuggets. I don't get that. I cut mine into little strips.
Fish sticks.
Yeah.
And they taste like fish sticks.
They taste like heaven.
Heaven.
And, dude, you've never seen my freaking sturgeon jet boil recipe?
Shut up. Anyways.
Oh, I wish I had a clip of that just to pop up right now.
So you want a pretty heavy rod because you are going to be using sometimes 6, 8, sometimes as much as 16 to 20 ounces of lead, right? But you're going to definitely want to attach that weight to a slider. I like to use these little guys here. I'll just show you guys on side cam so you guys can get the idea. Here's your slider setup. And, you know, any different types of sliders work, but you want to use a heavier one that's obviously going to withstand, like, setting the hook and casting out, you know, 16 ounces of lead potentially. And these seem to kind of hold on those leads a long time. Got a little bumper bead here. And then what I like to do is I like to run, like, a heavier bead chain. And then these McMahon clips, or I think P-Line's calling them Hawaiian clips now. But I'll show you guys.
Those are nice. And then Brad's makes all the pre-tied leaders. You guys have all heard the story about Brad tying those things up.
Right. And so, like, these clips are nice because as I'm running, like, my sturgeon baits, I'm going to try to do this on side cam here.
Yeah, I think it'll be good on side cam.
But these clips are nice because what I'll do is I'll, like, prepare a bunch of these sturgeon baits. I'll show you guys how to tie one up here in a minute. And then when I get out to the river, I'll do that in the garage like the night before. Then I get out to the river and use these little clips. And all I gotta do is give them a little pull, and they pop out and they separate. Or you attach them by just squeezing them, and running that in like that. So it's super fast.
I'm gonna use my side scan and find them this year.
Mm-hmm. Are you now?
Yep.
But it's super fast. And then this way, the way I tie up my baits, I'll show you guys how to do this. So, you know, I can tie up, you know, a dozen baits at home. And then in the morning when you're rushing and you're trying to get to the boat launch and you're trying to move out there, trying to get out there, get anchored, you want to get some baits in the water. You're not sitting there spending a half an hour, 45 minutes tying up baits when you finally get to your spot. So, yeah, this works really well. And these little clips here definitely can hold up to like oversized sturgeon in the estuary, just ripping line out. They're not going to bend out or have any other problems. So, what are you going to use for bait? What's going to be going on?
I'm going to try to get sand shrimp. A lot of times I feel like if you don't have sand shrimp when you're out there, you are definitely not catching as many as the guy that does.
Really?
I think so.
Really?
It's hard to beat a fresh sand shrimp.
Yeah, sturgeon likes sand shrimp.
I actually heard a story from Charles
Mm-hmm.
where they were anchored up next to a guy who had fresh sand shrimp, and they didn't have fresh sand shrimp, and they proceeded to watch that guy just absolutely destroy him, and they didn't even get a bite.
Was he in a better spot?
I don't know.
Fresh sand shrimp.
They were
is
right
the
on the
bomb.
deadline.
Fresh sand shrimp is the bomb.
Yeah, I'll probably use sand shrimp. We always use some squid. Squid seems to work pretty decent for us. I never do good on that.
Yeah, because I
Herring, I never do
sorry
good
guys,
on
I'm
that.
tired. You know, like herring and anchovies, like in the fall, like when I want to go catching and releasing, I just run
Herring
those
and
and
anchovy, yeah.
catch plenty of them.
Why? Why do you think that is? Because they
I don't
eat
know.
a lot of those this time of year?
No, I have no idea. I just like them, but if I'm going out if I'm going out gunning for sturgeon, like sand shrimp, like no
Yeah.
question.
Oh, smelt. Who dipped smelt this year? Who's got smelt?
I got some.
Problem is they're not keying in on smelt right now. Smelt work good when smelt are in.
Earthworm.
I'm sure they work all the time too, but I'm just saying, like,
Just earthworm.
yeah.
I like to do, honestly, my favorite bait
Cocktail.
imaginable is a sturgeon. Not a sturgeon. A sand shrimp nightcrawler combo. I'll take the sand shrimp, and then I'll take two of them. I'll put them back to back, and then I'll take like 3 or 4 night crawlers, and I just stretchy thread it all together. They can't resist it, dude. It's like
And then when that doesn't get good,
crack to
stretchy thread squid on that.
no, I don't ever do that.
So that's me. I'm a squid sand shrimp combo guy.
Uh-huh.
When I'm gunning for them.
Dead sturgeon.
What a waste of herring, Gaffney. You have a case of green and a case of reds I'm buying from you. Maybe I should only do a half case and save this herring. Or should I burn this herring up and then buy those 2 cases from you? Shut
Nah, this is.
it.
Why is he saying that?
He's like, what? Well, and actually, these are junk herring because I let them defrost one time and they're not any good.
That's the when you do that,
So,
that's when
yeah,
they
so
become.
these-
Every time I've done that, I'm like
these are
sturgeon
actually
bait.
these are actually lingcod bait is what they are. Yeah, I'm just reading some of these
And
comments.
you use trout.
I hope I don't hook any oversized. I'm gonna just cut it in the line if I do.
Not waste your time.
No.
on
Get the hook out of them.
It'll fall.
God.
It's barbless. Then you gotta fight him for 45 minutes to get the damn hook out. Actually, you probably could just slackline them. I bet they just
Sense
fall
for
off.
sturgeon? Sturgeon Frenzy from Procure.
Dude,
You're
yeah,
welcome.
the sturgeon frenzy from Procure is pretty money.
Mhm.
I also use a lot of squid scent. The squid oil works really well from Procure as well.
Chicken liver. I haven't done a lot of chicken liver for sturgeon.
Me neither.
But the blood, I mean, I can see why. Yeah.
You know what works really good? Stalker rainbow trout.
No. Lane cod really loves stalker rainbow trout. Yeah.
Lamprey eel, but you can't use lamprey.
I don't think you can use lamprey
You
anymore.
can in California, but not
Yeah.
up here.
It's illegal to actually use, or I think even to possess.
Yeah, you
It's
can't.
weird.
You can't here.
Don't a lot of the tribal guys still harvest them like pretty good at?
Yeah, but
The
I don't think
Willamette
you can
Falls?
use it as bait though anymore.
You can't use it as bait. I know that. Not here. I know.
Are you allowed to use crappie?
I don't know. I know guys do, but that doesn't necessarily make it right because just because people
Because I've heard crappie works really
doing
good, too.
something and you do it doesn't make it right because they're doing it.
No, that's a fact.
Because
What
we
about
know
all
that
that
now.
pickled stuff?
That's a fact. The pickle, I've never done good on pickled stuff.
I haven't either.
You want a story? You want a story about pickled squid? So when,
Well, you
so-
want a story about pickled stuff? One time I had roll mop in my boat, and we weren't catching anything on it, so the dudes were eating it on my boat.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And they were like, "It's amazing, dude. It's like pickled herring." I'm like, "No, it's not, dude."
So
Oh
the
my
thing about
God.
pickled squid is when they were doing, so they do a stock assessment, right, for up in the Bonneville, the Dalles, and the John Day pool. And like years and years ago when they started the stock assessment, what they do is they go on a long line. They drop like 8 sets in an index area with 40 hooks per set. And they were figuring out what baits work the best. And they tried shrimp, lamprey, herring, and pickled squid. And every other hook they'd put one of those baits on. This is when they were testing like what baits work the best and what, before the main stock assessment would start.
Yeah.
And they found out that pickled squid was the best, and it might be the best because
Where upriver though?
Upriver,
Yeah.
Bon Polaris. But they found out that it was best because it might not be the best for like us, but the way that they were doing the sample and the way that they were fishing it, it might have been the best because it was a circle hook and they left it on and they could sit there and eat it, then finally get hooked, and then 24 hours later get pulled up. So it was, but the bottom line I'm saying is pickled squid was best. Anyways, so pickled, yeah, pretty gross. I know you can shake your head all you want, but
No, I've tried.
Because I spent years of my life putting pickled squid on freaking circle hooks and stock assessing in the gorge, and it was disgusting.
I've caught them on pickled squid, but it's never like the hot bait. It's never.
Yeah.
Not for me.
A couple years
it's
ago,
like my sweet Abby.
a couple years ago in the fall, we caught 2 keepers on it, but that's rare.
Well,
Sand
pickled
shrimp.
squid and some sand shrimp in the gorge when it's really cold out works really good. Whatever. Oh, jeez. There you
Okay,
go. You all
let's do
forget
it.
about it.
You all forget about it. I'm not gonna.
So herring works good then this time of year, huh?
I done well with it,
I'm gonna bring some then.
but I take that herring.
Is it green
or
or
red?
red?
It's just a herring, whatever color it is. And I take that hook, drive it in behind the head, pop it out an eye.
Out an eye. Huh.
Boom. Now, take that stretchy thread, and this is why I do it the night before. I just sit here and wrap the living freaking snot out of it. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just make a very durable bait that I can catch lots of different fish on. Now, if I was doing a sand shrimp or a squid, put that on there too. I could like do the herring, and then I could lay that chunk of squid right over the top of it, and then just continue to wrap. And this way, now this also works when I'm in the estuary. I'm doing sand shrimp or anchovies, same thing. By stretchy wrapping these things real tight, you keep the little crap fish from pecking the bait to death.
Same thing I do.
Make sure you give it a lot of wraps around like the head, the hook, nice and tight. Break it off. Now, when I go out in the morning, some guys, if I'm fishing heavy current, I will cut that tail off. I don't want that tail to bend over and like allow the bait to spin on the bottom. That's only if it's like really fast current. But now I've got all these nice little loops, and I can just throw that in my little bait bucket and get about 12 of these going, get out there in the morning, just clip, clip, clip. One thing I would say though is when I would
What
do,
stretchy thread is that?
this is just, I don't even know.
But which one do you like to
I
use?
really like the Ridgefield Ghost Thread. That stuff is freaking awesome, and I do have collections of it, and I'm not bringing it in here to waste or lose. One thing I will say is that if you're going to do sand shrimp, don't generally do that the night before, because like by the time you put it in your cooler, like it'll like turn black. I don't think it necessarily gets bad, but if you got nice live fresh sand
It's
shrimp,
better, yeah.
I'd rather. But then what I will do is I'll wrap my squids, and then all I gotta do is take like one little sand shrimp, add to the squid, whop, 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 out the water, speed up.
Yeah.
So
Ron says do the half hitches or whatever, which I've done as well, but it doesn't work as good as.
So the half hitches actually have two big advantages. So let's say you're fishing an area, right? And you have your half hitched bait, and you set the hook on a sturgeon. And what those half hitches do right in that spot is they rip through the bait. You hook the fish, but what's it do to all those other little pieces? Leaves it right there.
Mhm.
And man, like back when we had tons of smelt and we were doing those fisheries in the winter, like that was fantastic. And then the next like 3 sturgeon you'd catch would have all those little chunks in their mouth, and you would just sit there and keep just drawing them in, drawing them in, drawing them in, drawing them in. The advantage with this is I can catch probably 10, 15 fish on that bait. No problem. Like if I'm working through shakers, especially if it's like really cold outside and I'm in the gorge. But there is advantages to doing the half hitch way, because when you set the hook, you're leaving that bait, those chunks of bait on the bottom, and you are definitely drawing, like helping draw fish in. So
You'll do your squid like that too? You'll wrap your squid up that much?
I do.
What?
I wrap the hell out of my squid.
Yeah, I will wrap because, like I said, I can catch like if you're in one of those fisheries or one of those spots where you're catching a lot of shakers, it's great to just be able to like reel up, unhook the fish, and in one motion, send that bait right back out and let it ride. Well, we missed a super chat.
It was Heritage thanking.
Oh, scroll up on
We'll go.
it.
Yeah, you gotta
I gotta
call
thank
out the
Heritage.
super chats, dude.
It was up there for
Oh,
We didn't see it. We were baiting.
$99.99.
thanks again for the swag. Gave most of my family and friends.
We hooked. So he tuned in when we were live out here doing when I was refunding people and giving all sorts of swag away. He tuned in and like put an order in. So then we threw all sorts of stuff in his box.
Oh, sick, man.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again, Heritage. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We appreciate the super chats.
Yeah. So the half hitch way has its advantages. It's how we've done it for years.
No, I do. Yeah, I still do. I just like that way too, just like you said, because I hate a lot of the areas we
You're
fish.
never
have
gonna
little
get
crap fish.
You're never gonna get stripped.
Yeah.
And so when I'm down,
Especially when you get those little bites, and then you're like, "Oh my god, is my bait messed up?"
yeah,
You're thinking it the whole time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. New comments.
Is what size hooks? I use a lot like in these keeper fisheries, probably a lot of like 5, 6s, and 7s. In the estuary, I tend to use a lot more like probably still 5, 6s, and 7s, but later on, like in the smaller keeper range fishery, like up in the gorge in the wintertime, I'll use a lot of like 4s, 3s, and 4s.
Yeah.
3/0s. And
Can you show
5/0, 6/0?
show on side cam again? A few people are asking if we can show on side cam.
What?
Yes, we are. Just the bait. Just show the bait. Pick it
Oh.
up real quick and show it on side cam.
I just want to drip it all. It's defrosting
Yeah, a
now.
few guys are asking. There you go. And that's a 6/0, you said?
I believe. I think it's a 5.
5/0. And then what pound Dacron are you using?
100.
100-pound Dacron leader, guys.
Brad's has a lot of like spools of like 50, 80, 100.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
So I use a 100-pound Dacron leader, which is like I said, it doesn't matter.
I just buy
You
the
don't
Brad's
see it.
pre-tied.
Or the Brad's pre-tied. But if you do it,
Yeah.
get it on the heaviest you can. The sturgeon don't care. It's gonna hold out a little bit better too. And then I use 80-pound just addicted braid. And last year, like in the estuary, it was awesome. I broke off one fish, but it was not because of the line. Yeah.
We got another super chat from Jake K. When is addicted rods going to be possible or be available? Is that something that won't happen? Jake K. Let's just say,
Manufacturing sucks right now, bro.
yeah. But we've been working on it, dude.
I don't know if it's the right time or not.
We've been working on it.
When companies are selling every single thing that they're making, the last thing we want to do is just add to the. But soon.
Another super chat.
Jim Downey, I'm not sure, man. I will get a hold of Mike and see if he gave that prize pack away to someone or not. But we appreciate you donating that. And there will be another Santa Claus video this year for sure. We will be doing that again. And actually, I'm going to be doing something here really soon in the next week or so. I've been going through my garage and I'm accumulating basically just all of the random fishing stuff that I have. I'm going to load it all in the back of my truck. And then I'm going to go live on Facebook in a parking lot somewhere, and I'm just going to tell people to come get it. So be on the lookout for that. It's coming soon.
I should do that, yeah.
I'm going to do it. So I just have all this extra random stuff. I have a bunch of reels that I don't use anymore, a bunch of rods that I don't use anymore. So I'm just going to show up to a parking lot.
Can you let me know before you?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I come?
I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be cool to
That'd be cool.
do some giveaways to all the addicts out there that might need it more than I do. Because I have so much fishing stuff, dude, that's just sitting in my garage, like,
Right.
not getting used.
Right.
And, like, there's guys out there that probably need it. So. WB Super Chat, thank you, buddy. When will the Addicted Killback be back? We're working on it, man. It's supposed to
Did
be
we already
coming.
sell out all the ones we have?
Uh-huh. And a lot of the stores have sold out as well, too.
It's a good killback.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
a
really good
really
killback.
good
So
killback.
there is some stores that have it. I don't know. You could call around at England Marine, Fisherman's, Bob's, Sportsman's Warehouse. Call around to some of those places. I heard Ranch and Home maybe might have some. Fishfield. So I don't know. Just call around to some of those stores and see if you can get it from one of the retailers.
Yeah.
But if not, we'll have it on our website very soon. We have them on order. We're just waiting for them. I think that's all of them, Clint. Oh,
Can I get a
man.
2-hour head start? It's a long drive. That's good stuff. Oh, or
Yeah,
an
we do-
addicted garage sale. Wouldn't that be cool to like find a parking lot
That would be bad.
and just tell like everybody like if you're gonna sell fishing and outdoor shit, let's just all like rally in this one spot and just
Should we
sell it.
organize an addicted swap meet, dude?
Justin
That'd be
wanted to do
cool.
that. He was trying to get with
I don't care.
Yeah,
Should we organize an addicted swap meet?
I think we really should.
It'd be epic. That'd be super epic.
That would be cool.
I'm into it.
As long as I get first dibs on anything at half price. That would be kind
It'd
of
have
fun.
to be. It just put some rules around it. Fishing and outdoor stuff only.
Right.
We don't want people showing up with like microwaves and stuff for sale.
It might be the one way to slowly start getting back into the way to getting back into the arena of like bashes
Yeah.
and get-togethers and seminars. Like
Yeah, I've been scared to organize one of those. I don't want to be the first guy that's
super spreader event.
I don't want to be the first guy that's out there freaking throwing giant events.
It's the bait microwave. I knew someone was gonna say I cook fish in a microwave. Oh.
Look at that guy's profile. Oh my gosh. Nice, Mason. Glad to hear, dude. I've been getting all sorts of pictures and stuff. People are already just smashing on the addicted jigs again this year. There's already coho and pink showing up in a lot of the rivers around, and people have just been wrecking them on the twitching jigs. So
When is the ADX release?
we don't know yet, guys. The Addicted Alaska 3, we're hoping we're shooting for January.
Yeah.
We're shooting for January for the Addicted Alaska 3 movie, but it's all going to really depend on events, guys. Like if we can't do events, and I mean, I don't really want to put it out until we can do that. So
It's gonna be so good. Like I don't.
Yeah.
We want to premiere it, but we'll just
camo
have to see where we're
hoodies.
at.
Are you talking about the Maloo's, the wet hoodie, Aaron? Which camo hoodie are you talking about? Are you talking about the wet hoodie that I showed you guys that I haven't put out yet? Yes, Patsy, we are doing the sportsman shows. As long as the sportsman shows are on, we're going to do them.
Yeah.
So we're actually in talks right now with the O'Laughlin trade shows about doing some extra stuff at the shows as well. So
Yeah,
should be fun.
I missed the show. That was a bummer last year.
I know, me too. I went and walked around twice, but
Aaron said yes. Those camo.
Oh, yes, Aaron. Then soon. I'm actually filming. They may come out tomorrow. So just be on the lookout tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon. Depending on what video we put out, we may launch those hoodies tomorrow. So be on the lookout. Agreed. That's a good thing to kind of bring up to everyone. If you guys are out fishing the tributaries or fishing on any of the rivers, and you open up a brand new package, whether it be an addicted jig or some other company stuff, throw the packaging away. Put it in your backpack. Take it home with you. Do not leave it on the riverbank. I have been, unfortunately, seeing a lot more of that. So we need to do a better job as anglers, guys. You know how it is. One thing like that could ruin areas for everyone. So just pick up your trash. It's not hard to put it back in your backpack. If you brought it with you, you can take it back. Good little PSA to bring up. So thanks for bringing that up, dude. What else? We got anything else? Should we do this last giveaway? It's a big one. I'm going to give away a bunch of stuff here.
Any more B10 videos? I think that was probably it.
I think that is the last one.
Yeah, we didn't really get a chance to do one up here, but we probably will soon.
Marlon, let's get together for some coho this fall. Last year got crazy, but hopefully this year will work. Sounds good, George. Just keep in touch with me, man. Try to make something happen. Thanks for the super chat. What's back? Monty's asking about a backpack? What?
He's saying, like, put the garbage in your backpack pocket.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's one thing we didn't really touch on, Cam. What for like sturgeon in the fall, like
Yeah.
what are they doing? Are some of the
So-
fish migrating back up from Astoria?
I mean, let's be real about this. The reason why the fishery is above one of power lines because most of them are still down there. But there are fish that are going to be like traversing back up. There's also fish that went up to the dam that are kind of moving back down. So you're going to find fish in like transition areas. I wouldn't necessarily. I know guys that last year during this fishery, like they were having some success, but not in the deepest, darkest holes. You know what I mean? Like they were finding stuff. There's a lot of like clam beds and stuff that can be like in like the 30 and 40 foot range. Like definitely think, I don't know, try a lot of diverse areas. I guess that makes it. Because like in the wintertime, like what ends up happening, like when it's cold, water temps are down, fish get lethargic and they bury themselves like in these deep, dark, slower runs. And that's where you get some big concentrations, or they get up into some like warmer sloughs. But like, I don't think you're kind of looking for like everywhere in between right now, if that made any sense at all.
Yep, it did.
I mean, you do more of this fall sturgeon fishing than I do now.
Yeah, I've done it every year the last few seasons, and I would agree. I'm not finding the fish in like super deep, like 80-foot holes or anything. I'm finding the fish in like that 30 to 40, even sometimes shallower. 10, 15. I've got one in 15 feet last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, that's why I asked you, because I don't know. That's why I asked you if those fish are migrating back up or what they're
I
doing.
think you got fish just kind of moving around.
So I actually caught them in some sloughs and stuff too, which
Yeah.
is pretty popular the last few years. That they'll be in some of those, and I think some of the rivers are actually open as well.
Yeah, there's one tributary open.
Yeah, there's a
Do
tribute. There's
Do
tributaries.
your homework.
Yeah, make sure you check your regulations. But I think there's some tributaries,
Yeah.
some sloughs that may be worth looking at as well, to try to find those keepers. But you know what's the thing, guys, is people are gonna catch them in all different areas.
Yeah,
I
do
think that's the
so.
one thing about the fall is like they're everywhere.
You know what? They are where you find them.
Exactly.
They are where you find them. Yeah.
Wise.
Wise.
They're where you find them.
There you go. They are where you
I usually find them at the mouths of tributaries where they're eating all
Well, that's where they are.
dead salmon. Throwing out.
Well, that's where they are. That's why you find them there.
Oh,
she's
reusable
it's tired.
garbage bags. It's not. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. I don't know. What the hell is Jake K talking about here?
Don't shut down, guide, sell out, share your expertise. I don't know. When's the next kayak video coming out? When we film it, they are where you find them.
You're stupid. Darren, we filmed one video, just hasn't been edited yet, and we have a couple more coming, so yeah, be on the lookout. Joseph, actually, I was just talking with some of the product developers today about the backpacks that we're working on, and we have 2 different backpacks coming very, very soon. Hopefully have them out by winter time. That's what we're shooting for, is by winter steelhead season. So kind of be on the lookout for those. But there is some addicted backpacks in the works, and we're excited about them. They're badass.
Can we get back to complaining about the lower river? Actually, what we really should do is start posting up emails. Like, these are the people you complain to.
No. Yes, J Dill, we are working on more merch. We got a fall drop that we're working on that will come sometime. I don't know when, but we're working on a fall drop, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna kind of keep the fall drop a little bit smaller this year, just because it's so close to like the sportsman shows and like all the stuff that we do for Christmas time and December and all that. So the fall drop will be pretty small, but there is some custom lures in there that we're working on. We're working on some things for the fall drop, so stay tuned for that.
If ever sell out.
He said they'll sell out. He said when they come, they're gonna sell out. Yeah, JK, I know, man. I appreciate it, dude, and we are working on that stuff. I don't know when it's going to be out, but it's going to take a long time. The supply chain's really messed up across the world right now with all different markets, which is why you don't see fishing gear.
I mean, even the
readily
stuff that's
available.
been in the pipe for years, like some of these products in the fishing industry, like fishing rod styles and stuff like that, like they can't even keep up with just what they've got out now. Introducing new lines and doing new products is just going to be a challenge. But we do appreciate the super chat, man.
Yeah, thank you, Jake. Yeah, maybe we should do that next week. I mean, we'll see what happens with fisheries and stuff being open, but maybe we can get an upriver guide to join us next week and talk about just fishing the upper river, fishing above Bonneville.
Yeah.
That might be kind of fun, you know?
I mean, they're going to fish till Halloween.
Yeah.
And maybe later. I don't know.
So maybe we can talk to a couple.
Maybe they can explain the seasons to me because I have no
Yeah,
idea.
maybe we can.
Are you even fishing? No, you're close. Oh, shit. Never mind.
How many people watching want us to talk like above Bonneville salmon fishing next week on the live feed? How many of you guys would like to see us do some above Bonneville fishing? And again, we don't do it very much. Cam goes up there when he has to.
Has to.
But maybe we can bring someone in from up there that knows a lot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, TJ wouldn't be bad. He's way up there. But he comes down and fishes anyway, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Need a center pin. Yes, that's right. I should probably get on that now. I'm going all center pin this steelhead season.
Center pin.
All center
You're
pin.
going to be just all center pinned out with all your pictures with your center pin across your back. Like, look at me, guys. I got all my center pin.
That's me. You know it.
All right, Clint, let's pick a winner for this last. There's been lots of people
we
commenting.
need to go. This is just going bad.
We're tired. It's 8 o'clock. We're both tired and
I got
long
so
day.
much to do. It's fine.
So you're going to win a Stay Fishy hat. You're going to win a Cup of Rooster Tails, a Yakima Bait sticker, and a Yakima Bait t-shirt. Who is it, Clint?
Kobe.
Kobe Hollow. Kobe Hollow said, pickled bait is the best in high, muddy water.
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Mr. Colby,
I agree.
you won yourself a prize pack here. You won some addicted spinners. I mean, not addicted spinners. Shh. You won some Yakima Bait Rooster Tails, Yakima Bait shirt, Yakima Bait decal, and a Stay Fishy hat. So shoot us an email, Kobe, to orders@addicted.fishing. Make sure you include your name, your address, and let us know this little prize pack right here that you won, and we'll get it shipped out to you. Clint is not the most valuable member of Addicted.
That's a fact.
Yeah, see, freaking Sal flipped on you, dude.
Everybody turns on Clint.
Everybody eventually turns on
They
Clint.
see through his crap, and then they do all that. All right, guys.
All right, guys, don't forget, be on the lookout for our video tomorrow that we put on YouTube sometime in the afternoon, probably 4 or 5 o'clock. We are releasing a brand new exclusive hooded sweatshirt that's badass, so be on the lookout for that tomorrow. A couple of you guys have been asking about it already in this live feed, so
Yep.
sometime tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone.